Hello YouTube, this is the Middle School Math Man back with another video for you. This video is going to be on combining like terms. So I'm going to have three problems for you, kind of increasing in difficulty as we go. So if we're looking at this first problem here, we have 3x minus 7x plus 1 minus 3. So we have to figure out what my like terms are. And when I say like terms, I mean terms that have the same variables, constants, those are like terms. So in this problem, we have 3x minus 7x. Again, the sign in front always goes with the number. So this minus sign, or you can think of this as negative 7x. So we have 3x and negative 7x. 3x minus 7x is going to be negative 4x. We can combine those because they both have an x. However, we can't combine negative 7x with this plus 1, for example, because the plus 1 does not have an x. So we combined our like terms, we combined our x's. Then we also have these constants out here. We have plus 1 and minus 3. So 1 minus 3 is going to be negative 2. So my final answer, this problem simplified, is negative 4x minus 2. And we know that it can't be simplified anymore because we can't combine any more like terms. Moving on to a little bit harder problem. Here we have 4xy minus 6xy plus 5y minus 9x. So if you look at this plus 5y, yes, it has a y, but we can't combine it with the 4xy or the negative 6xy because the 5y doesn't also have an x with it. We can only combine like terms when they have the same exact variables. So here we have 4xy minus 6xy. We can combine those because they both have an xy. They are like terms. So 4 minus 6 will give us negative 2xy. Now looking at the rest of the problem, we have 5y minus 9x. So you got to think to yourself, are those like terms? Hopefully you said to yourself, they are not like terms. One has a y and one has an x. So those are not like terms. I'm using my colors here. So we can just rewrite that. Plus 5y minus 9x. We know we're done with this problem because we cannot combine any more like terms. Last problem. A little bit longer. We have to figure out, first step, what my like terms are. So we have some x squared y's. It looks like we have two of those. 19x squared y and negative 16x squared y. That's supposed to be an x there. Then we have two xy squareds. And then we have this plus 2 hanging out on the end. So when we combine like terms, first we can do the things underlined in red. 19x squared y minus 16x squared y is 3x squared y. And then in yellow we have our xy squareds. So we have negative 4xy squared plus 5xy squared. That's going to give us plus 1 xy squared. It's positive because negative 4 plus 5 is 1. If you wrote plus xy squared without the 1, that would be the same thing as writing it with the 1. And then we have that plus 2 hanging out at the end. And now this problem is fully simplified. We combined all of our like terms, so that would be the final answer for this problem.